The good news is all of those things that you dreamed up, all of those things that you had in your mind, the fantasies can become realities. And you don't have to win the lottery. Hello. It's Justin. Good news, bad news. Good news, bad news. Which one do you want first? Let me show you some good news. Oh, yeah. This thing is blazing. Got this going on. Got my new log chimney method going. And it seems to work. By the way, that chair is not very close. It just looks like it. It's not going to melt. Oh, somebody said, are you burning your furniture? Mm-mm. Just burning the bridges. Burning the boats, so to speak. Burn the boats. Not the bridges so much, but the boats. Burn the boats. Are you with me? Hey, Rob, what's up? Joyce, how are you? Good to see you. This has got to be my new favorite thing to do. And the last fire I had was, Sunday night, so it's been a few nights. But, boy, oh boy. I re-upped on my firewood, and I'm ready to go. Hey, if you can hear me and you can see that fire, just let me know. You're watching this live. Hashtag live replay, hashtag replay. Hello, John. What's going on? Good to see you. Do you want the good news or the bad news first? The good news or the bad news? That's my question. You want the good news or the bad news first? Well, I always like to give the bad news first, and then I'll come back with the good news. Because the bad news, if there's a problem, let's fix it, right? Let's get right to it. See, Joyce is with me. She says, bad news, then wash it away with the good. That's exactly right. So hang on, let me see. Well, if I flip this, will the video flip? No. Yeah. No. It just makes it look weird. So anyway. The bad news is you did not win the lottery. At least I don't think you did. If you did, send me a message. Because I got some things to discuss. That's the bad news. You did not win that lottery. Now, the Mega Millions was what? I think it was like 1.6, ended up being 1.5 billion. Then there is the Powerball. So there's a Powerball tonight that's like 600 million. I know it's not quite a billion. Just a paltry 600 some odd million. I don't know what I would do. I'd say almost not even worth playing. But that one's tonight, yeah. So who knows? That's the bad news. But here's the good news. Are you ready for this? Every time we see these jackpots, I have to remind myself, I have to remind you that, we do all this leading up, right, to the big draw. We do all this fantasizing. We do all this in your mind, kind of imagining what life might be like, or what's the first thing you might buy, or who might you take care of, or what kind of amazing things would you do, right? if you won all that money. And that's the big build-up. And yeah, that's fun. I think that's why people play, right? But then it ends, and everything kind of comes to a halt, a screeching halt. And, you know, the letdown of, like, I played with Lizzie, and we bought a ticket. And I said, listen, she said, you want to buy more than one? I said, no. If we're going to win, it only takes one ticket. So I don't need more than one. There were some folks where I am in Michigan here, a group that worked together at a hospital that won the $1 million prize. I don't know if that's like matching all 5 minus the Mega Million Ball. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but they won a $1 million prize. And there's somebody locally here that won a $1 million prize. So you might have won something. Check your ticket if you did play. So I think about all those things that you build up in your mind, and you think to yourself, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what life would be like. Here's the good news. And this is the important part. Here's the good news. Bad news, you didn't win that lottery. The good news is you've already won some sort of lottery. If you can watch me on this thing that you're watching me on, chances are, by the way, I got to show you. I mean, I love this thing. My new log cabin method. That's working out. If you can watch me on this, if you have clean water, chances are you have hot water, you have a roof over your head, you're not going to go to sleep cold tonight because it is going to be chilly, and it's already 44 out where I am. If you're watching this in my neck of the woods or any place up north, yeah, it's going to be cold. So if you've got a warm bed to sleep in, you've already won the lottery. Those are some things to take stock of right away. Every day when I do my practice a little gratitude or write down the 3 things that I'm most grateful for, it could be something as simple as that. It could be coffee. It could be any of those things. It could be something even more profound, like, you know, living my purpose. You know, the fact that I have an amazing wife, a great family. Sonia, Felipe, what's up, man? Alonzo, good to see you. Appreciate you guys joining. So, if you're with me and you already feel like you've won the lottery, show me some heart, show me some love. I want to know that this is connecting with you. And then secondly, I want to let you know that all those things that you dreamed up in your head are possible. And here's how I know. If you were able to imagine them, if you were able to create that vision, see it, then it's possible. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Hello, hello. If you're watching me live, hit hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. So think about that, because it's powerful. If you're able to see it, you can achieve it. And that's true. Think about anything and everything that you have in your life right now. You created those things. They came from somewhere. They didn't come from nowhere. The thing that they came from was your first thought. Might be a little too deep, but I'm sitting around a campfire right now. So it's not necessarily too deep for me. Hey, Scott. Appreciate you watching, man. If you can see it, you can achieve it. If you can see it, you can achieve it. All of those things are possible. All of those things are possible. What were they? What were the things? Like, just give me one or two. Somebody tell me what you would have done. Would you buy a new house? Would you take some trips to some different places? Do some traveling, go some places you've never been before? Joyce, I can't see your full comment, but she said, here's the worst part. My birthday is the 28th, and I was born in 1970. I always play the number 28 and then I missed that rest of that part. But she also says, every day you wake up, this side of the grave is a lottery winning day. Amen to that. That's right, Michael. Napoleon Hill was famous for saying that if you can see it, you can achieve it. And those are true things. I mean, I've seen that in my own life. Think about world-class Olympic athletes. These world-class Olympic athletes, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, those guys. Now the Kobe's, or he's even retired now, so LeBron or whoever you want to pick one. They see things in their mind before they happen. They see things, the plays executed, and they think about that. They see it before it happened. John says he would take a countrywide road trip. I am right there with you, man. One of my favorite books is Travels with Charlie by John Steinbeck, and it's not a novel. It's not a novel he wrote, but it was an actual real-life story that he lived. He traveled across the country with his dog in his camper. God, I would love to do that. I would absolutely love it. Might be a little different trip these days. You know, with the internet and Wi-Fi and all. But why not? I will do that one of these days. I think that's on my list of to-do. So if that's what you would like to do, John, put that on your list of to-do. It's not just a wish list any longer. It's a to-do list. So now that you've got that out there, think about it. How can I make this happen? How can I make this possible? And then after you start building that list of the things that you would have to do, what would have to happen? How could I? Just start asking that question. How could I? How could I do this? When you start making that list, next, kind of batch it down into like what needs to happen in the next, year, 6 months, 90 days, etc. And then think to yourself, like, what is the next thing? What's the thing I can do now? What can I do right now to take that next step? I'm telling you, you're closer than you ever think. Joyce wants to build a local building for yoga teachers, it looks like. So there's some great places around here, Joyce. So I guarantee you could make that work. You could make that happen. So what would you do if you could? And did you play in your head? I mean, you maybe played the game and bought the ticket. But in your head, did you play that little game of, man, here's what I'd do. I know what I'd do if I won. Did you? If you did, you're closer than you can even imagine. You're closer than you can even imagine to making that happen. Just some food for thought. Joyce, that's the fun of the game, doing the head thing. That's the fun of playing. She's already there. Well, maybe you didn't need it. You're already there. You're working on it. Just wanted to share that with you all tonight. I hope this made some sort of sense to you. If you got something out of this, click the love down there. Show me some hearts. Click share on this so we can help some folks. And I'll show you a little bit more of this fire before I get out of here. Keep those hearts going. I'll keep this fire going. Ken, I love that idea. Ken said he would build a facility geared towards STEM education. kids can get their hands on and get experienced. I think that would be amazing. We certainly need more of that these days. The world is changing. Education is changing. You need more folks thinking about that. You need more folks thinking that way. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the love. You keep them going. I'll keep showing you the fire here. Hey, Dan, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Long time no see. Joyce wants to know how many of the people that watch these videos are local. Good question. I'd say a good number. There are folks on this page from all over, but I think most of them are probably from Michigan area. Sorry you had a bad day, brother. I hope that it only gets better from here. Joyce, I would love to do that. I think we should do. We could do a little bit of a meetup. I think that would be great. We're meeting right now. Joyce is in. I think Ken might be in. Some of us already aren't in. If you'd love to, I think Jennifer's in. Hey, how are you? You can come on in into our virtual meetup, the Freedom Fam. It's open up online right now. A little private invitation for you. Come on over. justinbarclay.com/FB group. Somebody type that into the comments here, and I'll pin your comment to the top so people can click and join us. John, you're over on the other side, but you're not too far from us. And Howell. I got some family over there, actually. You know, if we did a meetup, Joyce, I think maybe you could find us the place to do it. Because you might even have a place. You might have an idea or two. Tonight's fire, by the way, took off. I got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 logs there. I got the kindling in the middle. I lit some of the kindling. I did have a fire starter in there. Help me out. And I lit some of that kindling, and it just acted like a chimney, and boy, it shot up. I'll tell you what, Joyce, you're welcome to come over anytime. Just give me a heads up. You're coming beforehand, so I make sure that the daisy droppings are cleaned up in the backyard here for you. Oh, Dan, hey, man, I could only see some of your comment here because when I hit see more, it won't let me see it all. But how are they doing, by the way? I mean, yeah, we've known each other for a while, man. It goes back, doesn't it? It goes back. How old is your daughter now? Yeah, we got some great spots to do it, Joyce. We should do a local meetup. I think that would be great. A local Freedom Fam meetup. 3 now. Holy cow, man. She's getting big, I bet. Maybe, maybe not, Joyce. Man, this is a perfect night for this. Perfect night. Sitting at about 44 degrees right now. I got the I got the hoodie on. I have to wear specific campfire gear, I've started to realize as I started doing these fires out here, because otherwise all my other stuff starts to smell like fire and smoke. And then it's like, it's nice right now, but, if I go to put on a jacket or something tomorrow that I wore out here, it smells a little funny, and I go, what is that? Daniel, I'm down, man. We should do that sometime. Uh-oh, Joyce is already putting the meetup together, folks. This is happening. This is happening. Listen to this. This is a perfect example of the message from the night. Good news, bad news, right? Bad news is you didn't win the lottery. Good news is, at least I don't think you did. If you did, like I said, let me know. But the good news is, all those things that you dreamed, all those things that you imagined that you wanted to do or that you could do, you still can do. I said these things come from ideas. They come from, if you saw it in your mind, that old line, if you can see it, you can achieve it. So that old line, that thought, it's true. If you can see that thing, it can come to fruition. And so Joyce has this idea. Hey, why don't we do a local meetup? There's some local people here. And I said, you know what? That might be kind of fun. Hey, Tim, what's up, man? And so here we are. The thing is already born, and it's already got a life of its own now. Joyce says it's a good thing that we didn't win the lottery. It stills people's ambition. No, I thought about that long and hard. I would still go to work. I love what I do. I would still do this. I love this. I don't think I would tell a lot of people that I won, although in Michigan you have to, you can't stay anonymous, unfortunately. So people would find out, Hey, Linda, how are you? Yes, I do know that, Joyce. I give thanks every single day. That's another thing I am always grateful for. Oh, Joyce, that'd be curtains. That'd be hard. That'd be. That's a funny headline, but yeah, I don't know. I'd have to give all kinds of money away on the air. People would call in asking for it. I don't know how long that would last. Gotta stay humble. No matter what you do, hey, if you're doing something, we gotta stay humble, right? I know I've got a unique situation, but if you're breathing, I always say there's a reason. If you're breathing, there's a reason. No more secret, like, yeah, I don't know. I think we could still make that work. Life is good, Linda. Life is good. Fire's kind of dying down a little bit here. You can throw some kindling in there, light it up a little bit more. What do you think? Oh, can you see me? It's a little dark out here. You can probably just see my silhouette. I'd have to buy my own leg. Yeah. All right. Let me put it back on the fire here because it's too dark to be on me here. So I got this kindling here. I don't know if you can see this. These pieces, and I just drop it down in there, and it'll just kick back up. Got some sticks. And I'm no expert with fire, choice. Have a great night. Great to see you here, by the way. If you guys want me to keep this thing going, show me some hearts. If not, I'll call it a night. You gotta get that poker stick. That's right. That's right. There we go. We're back now. And we're back. Get the lights going in the background here at the house. You could probably see me a little bit better now, can't you? Yep. Well, I'm going to call it a night, guys. I love you. Good luck. God bless. And start working on those dreams. Start working on all that. You know, don't just keep them fantasies. The only difference between that fantasy and a dream becoming reality is the action that you put between the two. It's the action that you put between the two. That's absolutely it. So I wish you the best. If you need a hand working on anything, come on over and join the secret Facebook fam over at justinbarclay.com/FB group. We'll throw that in the comments here somewhere. And we'll see you on the inside. Good night. Love you.